what is going on? Early Tuesday morning. I like putting out these little videos to kind of help you guys walk through the process of just accessing and downloading some of the different resources we have on the website. Just because, not everybody's as tech savvy as others. I know myself, the amount of technology I've had to digest the past 12 months with the coronavirus and the lockdown and everything. Honestly, it's been nothing short of atrocious. But, I managed to find my way through and do it. However, a lot of people out there still do have some trouble. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to put a quick little walkthrough just so this way there's no miscommunication or misunderstanding of, how to access these assets, because they're really good. It's some of the best I've ever seen. So, like I said, we have two main nutrition / meal prep / diet systems that we run through. My primary system is the Ignite 1.0 Rapid Fat Loss Program, which is a phenomenal program. I've been using it for clients for the past 20 years. It's an ever-changing program, because as we learn new techniques, methods, and strategies to help get you guys closer to your goals, we include them, we incorporate them, and we kind of give it a very simple A to Z, easy to follow process of how do I take all these complicated, techniques and methods that I hear everybody having success with and make it into one strategy. So that's what the Ignite program does for you, right? However, one of the other programs we love using with our clients is the stuff offered by Prestige Labs and their sub-company, Done For You Meals, because I've been doing this for 20 years. Some of the stuff these guys put out is phenomenal. And they have different diet programs that play into different themes, which is important too, because I say this in all the videos. If you take a book of 500 different diets and you say, Jay, what's the best diet program for me? Honestly, every single diet in that book has worked for somebody. It's really a matter of what works best for you, your situation, your tolerances, when you're going to work, what times of the day you had to eat, all that stuff, your goals, allergic reaction, shit like that. So there's no one right or wrong program, but between the Ignite 1.0 program, well, I should say the entire Ignite series, and the stuff offered by Prestige Labs and Done For You Meals, literally we have two of the best dieting systems on the market that we're able to bring you guys for free, and get you guys one step closer to getting to the results you've been looking to get so long for some of you guys. So let's go into this real quick, because I'll ramble on forever. We're on let me shrink myself down for a minute right here. So we're on sorry, I hate open tabs. It's my OCD kicking in. So we're on jasonfitness.com. We're in the members area. I selected the meal prep tab, and I go all the way to the bottom to where it says download meal prep schedule. So I click on that. I'm right here. Right now you see this nice, lovely blank video. Eventually this video is going to be there, right? And very simple, download your meal planner below. So what it is, it's the same exact meal plan system. It's the same strategy, but what they do is they tweak the macronutrients, the proteins, carbs, fats, and amount of calories you're taking in based on your target goal. So if your target goal, so you got, and I'm always torn because there's two different ways I have people do this, right? You can either go off for, like, let's say right now I'm 275 pounds, but I want to get down to 225, okay? Right? So if I'm 275 and my eating is just absolutely friggin' out of control, like just ridiculous, right? I would probably start somebody on the meal plan based on where they're at right now, because if I try to drop them down on too low of a meal plan, it just might not be sustainable for them and they might not do it. So I would kind of wean them into it. I would have them to go hey, listen, John, just putting a name out there, right? John, listen, I know you weigh 275 right now. Your eating is just atrocious. Obviously, I would never say that to a client. I might think it, but I would never say it. Your eating is absolutely atrocious. We got to get you on some kind of a plan. So let's just start with eating cleaner and putting a method to the madness. Now we'll start them on the 250 plan. Give them a couple weeks, get them used to that, get them in the flow of things, give them some success. And then from there, once he's developed that small habit, then I can bring him down to the 200 to 250 meal plan, which is designed for somebody where, hey, listen, right now you're sitting at about 275. We got you under control. What's your target weight? Oh, Jay, my target weight would be 225. Great, so let's put you on the meal plan based on where your target weight is. And John, for somebody who might have a target weight of 225, that would be, I kind of jumped the gun on that one. That would be where I put him at. Some of you ladies who are looking to get down to like 115 to 125 pounds, you would go for the 100 to 150 pound meal plan, because the macronutrients and the balancing of the proteins, carbs, fats, and calories, that's balanced out for what your goal would be. Does that make sense? So you click on whichever one of these you want, right? I clicked on the 225. Actually, let me do it this way. Let me close these out. Let me do it again. So I'm going to click on the 250, right? We're going to start John on 250. The challenge food list. So the way this is broken down, and this is why I like this system, because it gives you very specifics, but it still gives you the ability to be able to customize your program for your own choice. I'll give you a perfect example. I am one of probably the most disciplined people in the world you'll ever meet. But if you give me a diet program with cottage cheese, I am not fucking looking at it. I'm not touching it. I'm not trying it. Nope. Just not doing it. Sorry. Something bad in my mind just won't let me get it. And I'll eat almost anything except cottage cheese and stuff that comes out of a crock pot. Long story. But what happens is the way they break up their meal, the program is, they want you to have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? And in between breakfast and lunch, you're going to have a snack. In this case, the snack's going to be a large shake, right? Where if you are on a medium program, it might be a medium-sized shake, all right? In between lunch and dinner, you'll have, obviously another shake. So it's 3 meals a day and 2 snacks a day, right? So this is for the 250 calorie person, where somebody, let's say, who's on the 150 plan, right? Their snack would be half a portion of protein. But why the difference? Well, because the caloric needs of the person is totally different. Like, if you're trying to get down to like 125 pounds, you don't need an extra full protein shake in your day, dude. You need to have a portion of protein. Like 4 ounces of chicken breast, 4 ounces of venison, 4 egg whites, 1 scoop of protein powder. You can still have a shake. It's just the actual portions are different. So you see, same concept, but like, just for example, right there, what they give you for the snack is completely different, right? Let's just, for shits and giggles, let's go to the 150 to 200 pound plan, right? What do they have here? You're going to have a small shake in this scenario, all right? So you can see how it changes from target weight to target weight, but the concept is still the same, right? So I'm over here. For breakfast, they have them color-coded based off of the macronutrients. So proteins are your blues, right? Fats are your oranges, right? Carbs are like, some people will say it's red, some people say it's orange. I think it's orange. Anybody who says it's red is wrong. All right, and vegetables are green. So for breakfast, you're allowed to have one option off the carb menu, anything on this list right here. And there's the portion size for you too, right? You're allowed to have one vegetable, anything off this option on here, right? And you're allowed to have one protein, right off of here. Now, let me give you the biggest hang up I get from people. Jay, how am I going to get my vegetables for breakfast? Have a fucking omelet. Egg, what do you have in here? Fucking 6 egg whites or a 1.25 cup of egg whites? Make an egg white omelet. Put some. I'm having a brain fart. Put some vegetables in there. Like put some peas or carrots or corn or squash or veggies. You can put peppers in there. Veggies is pretty much anything green. If it's green, it's good. General rule of thumb. If you're eating a vegetable and it's green, 99% of the chance you're good with it, right? Lunch should be the same thing. You're going to have a carb, you're going to have a veggie, and you're going to have a fat and a protein. Dinner's a little bit different. Dinner, you're going to have the fats only, because with the fats, you kind of want to have your carbs earlier in the day, just so this way when you don't want the insulin spike late at night, because you don't need the extra carbohydrates. You need your carbohydrates during the day. Nighttime, you want to have your fats, slower absorption process. We'll get more detail to it later on, but just know that your body better processes and utilizes carbohydrates earlier in the day, and your body's going to be more receptive and it's going to be more beneficial to have your fats at night, all right? So there you go. And you can pick any of these proteins off of here. So let's just go off of this, right? Give an example. Chicken breast, bison, venison, lean turkey, pork, ground beef, shellfish, egg whites, cottage cheese, yogurt, protein powder, can of tuna. So good example, all right? Let's say they said on here, what's something that's not on here? Salmon. Salmon's not on here, right? I love salmon. Jay, can I have salmon? No, you can't. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not that salmon is bad. It's just that some foods have certain things inside of them that you don't take into consideration, where salmon is a fatty fish. So technically with your salmon, you might be getting your protein and you might be getting your fat. I'm not saying you will or you won't. Do your own research. So this way you figure out and you discover whether I'm right or wrong on that one. But if you start trying to eat outside of this list, and I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this, but eating outside of this list is what got most people in their situation they're in the first place. So for the 30 or the 60 or the 90 days or whatever we're going to do this for that period of time, you're going to stick to only what's on this list. And then once we get to our target goal, we make some progress and we're there, then we can start adding different stuff in. But during the work phase, we're going to keep our head down and we're going to be limited to just this list. So if it's not on this list, the answer is no, you can't have it. The reality is you're a grown-ass adult, you're a grown-ass man, grown-ass woman, you can do whatever you want. However, you'll notice if you start modifying the program and if you start modifying what's on the list, you're going to start modifying the results, and it might not be for the better, all right? So breakfast, lunch, dinner, those are your options, right? Or And right down here, they give an example. So let's say, like with me, I am super busy and I am at the gym from like 4 in the morning to like 8 o'clock at night. I love what I do. If I'm not training clients, I'm following up with people, text message, cell phones, video, social media stuff, 24/7. I have no time to cook. Thank God for my wife, right? But if I wasn't married, I would be a very big, and I am a very big proponent of meal prepping, because meal prepping, it saves you time. And guys, if you ever sit down and do the math, it saves you a ton of money. Especially if you catch yourself ordering out once or twice during the week. If you sit down and actually do the math and listen, I'm a very big fan of Prestige Labs. We have them on our website. You can go up, you can go to jasonfitness.com, and you can go to any of these options right here, and it'll show you the lovely laundry list of meals that they offer. You order it, it comes dry ice shipped, vacuum sealed. They're good for like 2 to 3 weeks. I order, now everybody knows you can't really have leftover fish. That's kind of like, it smells, right? So what I did when they first came out, I ordered the salmon, had it come. They said, Jay, this is good for 2 weeks. Good. So I let it sit in my fridge for 2.5, took it out, put it in the freezer, took it out when I knew I was going to have it, defrosted it, put it in there, and it tasted like fresh as hell. So the food lasts, where most meal prep companies, especially if you go to a local place, the food's only good for like 2 or 3 days. After that, it starts getting that film and that smell on it, and it's just there's not a lot of it doesn't last too long. All right. So anyway, I'm a very big fan of meal prep. If you have any more questions, drop me a DM. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. But however you plan your meals, whether you're having somebody prepare them for you, or you're meal prepping on Sundays, you pick a day and you just make 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 meals, and you cycle back and forth, whatever way works best for you. We have a ton of different strategies. Once again, if you'd like to discuss them, sign up for a 30-minute coaching call, get on the phone, help you out as much as we can. And in between, you would have your shake, where in this particular case, they have the Prestige Lab shakes. Now, once again, I'm a very big fan of the Prestige Lab shakes. Why? And I'm saying this for context. I'm not really saying this to kind of like, shun anybody away or be like I'm the best. I did a lot of steroids for a very long time, which means I was taking very, very high amounts of protein for a very long time. I've tried literally every protein shake under the sun. I've tried every type of protein source, and I can tell you that 99% of the proteins that I've taken, my stomach, especially as I'm getting older, they just don't sit well. And I'm not trying to get too graphic or anything, but like if you start taking in an excessive amount of protein, right, whether it's a protein form or a powder form, and you feel like I'm just going to come out and say, if you feel like you're shitting out just as much as you're taking in, or if not more, your body, even though you're drinking the protein shake and you're consuming the protein, your body might not be processing it necessarily the right way. And you don't get anything out of it. Like if you eat a protein shake and it has 40 grams of protein, but you're crapping out 30 grams of it, your body didn't assimilate it. You didn't get anything out of it. With the Prestige Labs protein shakes, and same thing. You go to Prestige Labs and you click on the link for the protein shake. They have the chemist who designed it, the scientist, Dr. Kashi, explains why the protein shake stands apart from everything else. They have little enzymes inside of it that help your body process it and assimilate better, so your body actually thinks of it as real food and it's not just pushing it out like some foreign substance. It's probably one of the best shakes I've ever had. And it's not that much of a difference, but it's slightly more expensive than your regular protein shakes. But if I'm buying a protein shake for $40, right, and I'm crapping out 80% of it, versus taking a protein shake for $50, my body's assimilating 70 to 80% of it, which one is really the more expensive option? Those are the kind of things you got to look at, right? So remember, you can meal prep your own. You can use other shakes. I just noticed that when I'm trying to get a client, they're trying to get the most amount of success in a short period of time, this is the route we have them go, right? So then you move down to your supplement implementation. These are like I said, we go off our brand, the Prestige Labs brand we run with. We have a ton of success with it. So these are the vitamins we recommend somebody takes in the morning. These are the vitamins and the supplements and the nutrients we recommend they take at night. You might not need the AM burn. You might not need the sleep multiplier. But if you were on one of these options, let's say you had a sleep problem, great, you'd be taking this at night. If you don't have a sleep problem, you're not taking a sleep multiplier. You might have an issue where you feel like your hormones aren't optimized enough because your diet's just deficient and you're not getting the right vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. You would take your Testorm in the morning, right? If you don't need Testorm, you wouldn't take it. But this is when you would take it if you're on there, right? And this is when you would take during a workout. Your intro is basically your BCAAs, and your pre-workout is your pre-workout stuff. So this is the visual, what it would look like, and you're good from there. Last but not least, you have the grocery helper. So you check off what your trouble meals are. Here's my advice. Whatever your trouble meal is, this is the box, right, that I would order your meal prep for. So let's go back up here, right? let's say for you, lunch is just a fucking meal where you just always lose it. Like maybe it's the middle of the day, you don't have a chance to sit down, you're very busy, you're with clients, you're with customers, you're on sales calls, you're driving from appointments back and forth, maybe you're on the job site, in a construction site, whatever. If lunch is your main problem, go home, make breakfast. It's very easy to make yourself a protein shake or eggs in the morning, right? Dinner time. If you're lucky enough to be in a situation where your spouse is able to take care of dinner for you and you can just take care of that, or maybe meal prep, keep some stuff in the fridge and then just throw it in the oven or the microwave when you get home and it's good, awesome. But if lunch is your main meal where you just keep fucking up, that would be when I would do your meal prep. If you're doing a 2-week program, right, and there's 7 days in a week, and let's say you take Saturdays and Sundays off, so 5 days a week times 10, that would be 10 meals. So for a 2-week period, you would go on the website, right, you would go here, real quick, follow me. Fuck, give me a second. I would go here, I would go to standard meals, I would find something I like. The brisket is fucking amazing, right? I click on the brisket, I see what it is. Oh, look, all that stuff's phenomenal, right? And then I say, I'm going to order here. Now, this is going to take you to the website. Yes, I do get credit for this stuff. Just going to tell you right now, I do. And you choose whatever meal plan you want. I'm going to deliver one time only, select, and you can go through and select whatever options you want, right? And you would just say, if I wanted to get 8 meals and I wanted like 3 of the bison, I would chick dope. So I would do 4 ounce first. I would want 3 of these, right? Well, I would do, come on, man, work. So my internet's a little friggin' off. All right, so that's how you do it. I might want the fried chicken. I'm going to want 2 of those. And you can start adding it to your cart and check it out, right? So let me go back to my place I was at. And the grocery helper. So for these 2 meals that you'd be cooking right here, breakfast and dinner, right? Obviously, lunch we got taken care of. I got my 8, my 12, my 24 plan. But what about the other meals? Well, this is your shopping list. So you would need 3 pounds of chicken breast, right, to be able to follow this program. If you're going to be eating the chicken breast, right, you should get 3 pounds of chicken so you can make sure you can prepare enough chicken for the meals you need it for, right? Now, you don't need all this stuff. Like I told you, I am not eating cottage cheese right there. That's my sworn enemy. So I'm not going to buy cottage cheese at the store. You might be allergic to fish. So you're not buying white fish. You're not buying shellfish. You're not buying, I could have sworn I saw a tuna on here right there. You might have protein powder already. Protein powder usually lasts for at least a couple weeks if you take it the right way. You're not going to need all this stuff. You might be allergic to peanut butter. I feel sorry for you people. I love peanut butter. 1 packet of coffee creamer. I take my coffee black, the only real way to drink coffee. So that's on you guys. These are your veggies you're allowed to have, right? So you get an idea of what you need. You can kind of plan out. You go to the food store, you buy everything you need, you take it home. Before you even put the food away, just start cooking it, get it ready for the week. You go on Amazon, you buy some I like the Nalgene, Nalgene, little containers. They're like about, you really can't see. They're about this big. They got a screw on top. And I know for me, they're about like $8 or $9 each. And when I do my meal prep, I put them inside of there. And it's like the perfect portion because you can fit almost as much as you can in like these meal prep trays. All right. You get them on Amazon. They're like $8. They're amazing. Right. And it gets delivered right to your door. Like usually with the pandemic, stuff got backed up for everybody. But pre-pandemic, they were coming to your door. Like if you ordered them on a Tuesday, you'd get them by like Thursday or Friday. So it's relatively quick. All right. And as far as condiments, before I forget, if a condiment, spice, or beverage has 0 calories, you can have it. If it is not, you cannot have it for the challenge. Like I said, during that finite period of time, we're trying to make a change. Now, let me make myself bigger for this one, right? Here's what I want to say here. If you're a soda drinker, right? Soda's obviously got sugar in it, high fructose corn syrup and everything. And it's not necessarily that high fructose corn syrup is bad for you, even though it pretty much is. It's the amount of people are taking in, the time they're taking in, and the fact that the body doesn't need that much sugar. If I have somebody doing legs in the gym and they haven't eaten all day and their blood sugar is dropping and they're going to it's very similar to like a diabetic shock where they're on the ground, they get all pale. Some of you guys have been there. You get the cold sweat and you're just like, you're like a zombie, like, why is the room spinning? I would get that motherfucker a Gatorade or a can of Coke or something with some sugar in it to bring him back up. Not necessarily bad. I know some of my pro bodybuilder friends where they will do like a very super, super low calorie diet plan. Keep in mind, these guys are professionals, right? And they don't have carbs all day on certain days, but before they work out, they would have like a can of pineapples or they would have a Gatorade or they would have a soda to give them that sugar spike real quick, get them through the workout, and then they're back in ketosis again. So it's not that it's necessarily bad for you, it's just a matter of some people's timing of it is way off. So that being said, if you're drinking soda right now and you wanted to say, Jay, well, technically Diet Coke doesn't have any calories in it, you're 100% right, have it. If you're not drinking Diet Coke right now, just don't even start. I used to work at Burger King, and I used to change the sodas in the back when I worked drive-thru. Best job ever. I used to screw with people so bad in the drive-thru, which I'm sure you're totally shocked on. The syrup, when you change it from the Diet Coke versus the regular Coke, it's the same thing. And if there's no sugar inside of it, what the hell's making that syrup, right? Keep that in mind, because that's what you're putting into your body. So if you're drinking Coke and if you're drinking soda and you want to go down to diet soda, great. If you're not on diet soda, just don't even start. Just do yourself the favor. And guys, that is how you do the 42-day shred meal plan, right? Now, we're making this for the website. Hold on. I don't want to close out the wrong window like I usually do, right? So like I said, I'm putting this video as for my website, jasonfitness.com. But some of you guys, I'm also going to throw this up on our social media pages too, because the 42-day, lost it, right? The 42-day Do It Done For You meal planner, right, is a phenomenal diet program where it really helps with putting a method to the madness. And it takes a lot of the different concepts, methods, and strategies, the advanced stuff you hear about dieting and why it works, and it puts it in a very simple, easy-to-follow program that, and here's the most important part, you're able to tweak it and modify it to be able to fit your lifestyle, to be able to fit your situation, and to be able to make up for days we're going to have bumps in the road. One of my best pieces of advice is this. Whatever your diet, whatever period of time you're going to do a diet for, right? I'm getting ready to do a 60-day strong program where for 60 days it's going to be, 60 days of clean eating and one workout, and either one 90-minute workout every day or two 45-minute workouts every day, right? For 60 days it's a blitz, right? Now, if I'm going to do a 60-day program like that, one of the biggest tools I use with my clients is I do a pre-diet, meaning you're doing a diet before the diet. So let's say today is the 1st of February, right? It's not. It's summertime over here. But let's say it's the 1st of February. And I know that I want to do a 60-day program, right? Well, I'm not going to start my real official diet till March 1st. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself 2 to 4 weeks of a pre-diet period to start forming the habits I'll need to be able to be locked in and targeted for my diet. Because here's the reason why. If your diet looks like poo-poo right now, right? You're eating wherever you want. You have no control over anything. You're nighttime eating. You're waking up. You're having snacks. You're having more carbs than you should and anything else. You're putting milk and sugar in your coffee, all the bad stuff, right? If I try to put you on a stricter diet program right now, you might have 1 or 2 days where you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. Then you feel unsuccessful. You're like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm already a week behind. What's going on? You know what? This isn't for me. I'm a failure. And you quit before, and you sabotage yourself before you even start. But if you give yourself that 2 to 4 week build-up period where you say, hey, this is the diet before the diet. This is the trial period. This is going to be what I'm going to use to help get me in the habits to get ready for the diet program. It's training for the diet. So if I have a bad day this week, hey, it's okay. My diet didn't really start yet. I'm just practicing. I have a 2 to 4 week practice period. So this way you build the habits. If you have a bad day, it's no big deal because your diet didn't even start yet. You're just training for your diet. And it sounds stupid, but that simple little switch in mindset, the success rates we have with people doing their diets are so much more because you get a chance to mentally prepare yourself and get in the frame of mind and build the mental fortitude to be able to stay to your diet program. And you're going to have days. You're going to have cheat days. You need to have a cheat day. And you're going to have days when you fall off your diet. But as long as you're keeping your head down like 85% of the time and you're making the right choices and you're doing the absolute best possible that you can, even though you have the bad days, you're going to make results. You're going to make progress, and it's going to be great. So, guys, if you have questions on that, jasonfitness.com. If you guys have never been to jasonfitness.com, real quick, you type in right here, jasonfitness.com, right? Hold on a second. And it's going to take you to the membership area where it's either going to say, 1, enter your password if you've been here before. But if you've never been here before, click to get it. So I'm not the best with websites, so I did like a backup plan. But it'll show you the create your account button. Name, email, password. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's a free website. Just enter your email and password so you have access to it because it is for our clients only, which you guys qualify for. And yeah, we'd love to see you there. So guys, hopefully that video helped. I went a little bit over 25 minutes, but 5-minute video turned into a 24-minute video. So hopefully, I hope that was informative. If you guys have more questions about some of the diet stuff we have on the website, I have some initial videos up on the website right now. I'm probably going to do better ones to kind of go into more detail, but I wanted to get a lot of stuff up quick. And there's some other stuff in there like the 28-day belly fat blast and the 28-day slim down programs where they're phenomenal programs. One of them is, I think the 28-day program is the intermittent fasting program. So go on jasonfitness.com, check them out. Go to the Ignite 1.0 section. If you're looking to download Ignite, give me 1 second. Not on the meal prep, right? You go to Ignite Rapid Fat Loss System, you have the overview, and then you have the explanation of Ignite 1.0, Ignite 2.0, Ignite 3.0. And if you want to download your free copy of the Ignite program, you go right here. The nutrition protocol, the cardio protocol, and the resistance training. It's our exact system that we've been using for the past 20 years with people. We've been developing, researching, and ever-changing and improving upon. Broken down to a very easy 3-part system. And what I would say is this. Don't try to start all 3 right away. If you're just getting into it and this is like your first go-around and you're just trying to, take the first couple steps, diet, cardio, weight training. Pick one. Download all 3. Get all 3. Start with 1. Work that into your routine for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Then add the second one in, then add the third one. For most people, the easiest route is you start with the resistance training, you start with the cardio program, and then you add the nutrition in last. Me personally, I would start with start with the nutrition first. That'll give you the most success, but it's also the most mentally challenging for people. The easiest one for people is the cardio and weight training. If you're a cardio bunny, add the resistance training. If you're a weight training guru, add the cardio. If you're doing both of these already, well, then you know which the last one that you have to do, right? Guys, thanks for stopping by today. Sorry I rambled on like always. Hopefully that was informative. And like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, points of interest, funny jokes, anything like that, please drop me a DM, text message, email. For those of you guys who have my cell phone number, shoot me a cell phone message, and either myself or one of my coaches will reach out to you guys to give you the advice you need, point you in the right direction, and get you going from there, right? So thanks for popping by today. Stay awesome.